Hello, this is Mitch King with the Tuesday evening, October 6, 2009 Daily Stock Report. The Dow had an excellent follow-through from yesterday's up day, so we had two big up days in a row now. Up 131 at the close. We were up as high as 167 on the Dow, closed up 1.37%. The Nasdaq Composite was stronger, up 1.7%, and S&P was up about 1.4%. At the rate we're moving up, we're approaching this high that we had up on September 22nd. So it's conceivable we have another big day up tomorrow. We could approach that high. We're not looking at that as necessarily a likely scenario. Very possible to have a follow-through with at least a sense of volatility of stocks moving up and down tomorrow as the bulls and the bears are battling between buying and selling. At least we're going to have some excellent opportunities for day trade scalps the next several days, especially tomorrow and Thursday. Let's take a look at a couple stocks. JP Morgan was a stock that we emailed you about midday, along with Wells Fargo. You can see the pattern's the same. Here's Wells Fargo, was in the report the last day or two, and had a low of 26 a few days ago on Friday. And we've had two big up days in a row, so we hit a high of 29 on this stock, which is about 11% move. And that was the purpose of sending you a midday alert to consider selling. Usually these banking stocks don't have this kind of move without some sort of correction. That's really a big move today to even see 2%. So the original purpose of this was to have a swing trade, which was only going to last a matter of days. And this is the point at which is a logical exit point today. It may continue tomorrow, but we're going to probably get a lot of resistance for this to continue to move up. Here's some insurance companies. Pru making it still continuing a nice move. MetLife also continuing to move. We're thinking that it's very conceivable this logical downtrend that it's on may hit this, maybe possibly go up, and then head back down if it follows the pattern it has been this last month or so. Here's MasterCard, really acting like a dog, even though it's moved up a little bit today. This is a danger signal that the market's gone up so strong and MasterCard didn't move with it. So I would consider selling or reducing tomorrow on Wednesday. Here's Freeport-McMoRan, stock symbol FCX, moved up nicely today. Consider reducing your long position on Wednesday as well. Gold went close to its all-time high today. The ABX moved up 5.25% today, so that was a little bit of a surprise. What is interesting about these gold stocks that they're not moving up to all-time highs themselves, even though gold is close to it. Normally you see the underlying financial instrument that the stock represents, in this case gold, that the stock itself would be close. And usually that means that people don't believe that the gold prices itself will hold up toward that high. But that's sort of a weak theory. Here's another stock, TOL, starting to move up here a little bit, up in another 1%. Here's another companion stock, DHI, DR Horton, also discussed this yesterday. Here's a stock that was sold out, the steel stocks, X-Ray, this one's AKS, which is AK Steel, and X, which is US Steel, did the same thing, went up a little bit and then started heading down. So those triggered off some sell point. Here's how you handle a stock that you're thinking of on a swing trade. You're close to the top. Clearly you've got a downtrend here and starting. This is an intraday trade, by the way, of US Steel. Here's the stock symbol right there, X. We see it heading down. You see that rebound, a lower low. The first one should be your clue there that you might be considering to sell your long position, especially when this has a lower low than this one right here. And that's what we use all the time to both fill a selling a long position as well as selling short. Here's that aggressive speculative type of position to short a recent IPO, which is a Chinese ag chemical stock. I particularly like shorting the Chinese stocks because they're usually heavily manipulated. People don't trust them, so investors tend to sell into these run-ups on Chinese stock. So Yong hit a high today of 1069, sold back to 960 at the close. Clearly a indication that this is probably ready to turn over. Let's take a look at the intraday chart on this. You can see we went up to, looks like about 1068, dropped to $10, rebounded to 1040. There's your cue to me again to gradually opening a short position, and here you see a lower low. Here's another point which you could rebound and enter a short here as well as here. So there's a little bit of a trading insider, trading professional secret of how we handle selling a long position, but very often opening a short position. Again, have a very small short position or any small short position on these aggressive ideas that I post, either as a bull short or any speculative trades, because they're very volatile. High risk, high reward, and that relationship is always married. You can't divorce those two. So you guys know what to do. Put the odds in your favor. You guys take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.